10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Life Fly Tying, the show where passion for fly fishing meets creativity and camaraderie. It's our 6th season, and we're thrilled to have you with us. Without all of you who purchased Season 6 kits and our fantastic sponsors, we wouldn't be able to keep going. So for this, we want to start with a huge thank you. Morning View Mercantile, Lyle Peterman Real Estate, Craft Bear Nation, Rocky Mountain Fly Shop, Shore Fishing, Fish Bond, Fly Fusion, and Friesen Brothers. Born in a humble brewery in 2018, our journey began with a simple idea: to bring together like-minded souls for an evening of stories, laughter, and the art of fly tying. Our doors were always open, our hearts always welcoming. When the tides of time brought challenges, we evolved. From a cozy corner in a brewery to screens across the world, Thursday Night Life Fly Tying transformed into a virtual stage, forging the unbreakable T&L fam. Every Thursday, join our hosts, the ever-entertaining Dana and the skilled artisan Tim, as they weave magic with their stories and skills. Dana brings the laughter, and Tim brings the craft. Tonight, as always, we tie 2 unique patterns, celebrate our wins, and share a toast with our favorite beverage from our friends at Craft Beer Nation. Stay tuned for surprises, FLYINGO and prizes, and above all, the love that binds the T&L fam. Let's dive into the world of fly tying together.
The Glow Party.
The Glow Party.
We aren't just playing songs off the internet, folks.
Special guest in the house.
We've got a special guest, DJ Glow Sticks.
DJ Glow Sticks.
I believe she has some glow sticks around her neck.
Oh, yes.
So let us know where you're from, what you're drinking. What else?
Where you're from and what you're drinking.
Where you're from and what you're drinking, and if you dressed up for Glow Night,
please tell me.
please
Send some
tell
pics.
me you did.
You better have.
So what are you drinking and where are you from, Tim?
Well, I am from Alaska, as Dana would say.
I'll ask you what.
Alaska. And I am currently drinking a retro style
Wow.
cream ale.
And we got some new ones
Suiting.
on the docket from our friends at Craft Beer Nation. And because I'm half done this one, is what I will do is share with you guys that it is a pixelated Pilsner, which we've already drank before, so you already know my opinion.
That it's delicious.
That it is delicious.
As
but
is
we
mine.
do have some more in the fridge, in the Craft Beer Nation fridge. We just titled it that.
Wow, we need a sticker for that thing.
I know.
Dave, sticker.
All right, so couch person, why don't you introduce yourself? Let us know where you're from, what you're drinking.
Matea Sept.
Yeah.
Old Three Hills.
You got to keep playing. You're the entertainment.
Play and talk.
3 Hills. And I'm
Hang on, we got to turn your mic up.
Drinking
I'm drinking a bubbly
a buble.
cherry. The
Cherry
best
bubbly.
kind.
The best kind. I disagree actually on that flavor choice.
A lot of people do. I like that.
So, yeah, we're blessed with the presence of Miss Matea. And tonight, folks, we're going to go quick. We're going to go fast. I can't make jokes anymore now that Matea's in here.
See, now you know what it's like have a mom and dad on the line.
Well, they're already disappointed in you.
That's true. There's no coming back.
Oh, what a good time. Did my... Awesome.
Did you what?
Glasses?
You're wearing them.
They weren't on.
Oh.
See, I can do that.
Oh, man.
I can do that.
You've been holding out.
And I can probably just do that.
Like Tron.
Tron. We are Tron. We
are
are literally Tron. So, if you have a favorite request for our pianist,
Put her on the spot.
put her on the spot, see what she can do. I'm
And
going to
if
give you a
wanna know-
hint. A little bit Taylor Swift will
probably help. Yeah, yeah.
send you in the right direction. So,
And if
let's
you
go.
want to hear her pronounce Pinot Gris,
Oh, yeah, she will definitely say it.
right?
Fascination. Okay. Marvin Carl, Brent Struthers, Chaz, George is in the house, Tamara's in the house
What's up?
from Sundry. Michael lost his FLYINGO card. Yeah, how do I retrieve that? So, how did you lose it? If you probably go into your email and search My Free Bingo or something like that. Something like that. I don't know how to help if you lost your bingo card. Unless you have another email like Sean Ellison.
Probably even borrow one of his. I'm sure
He's got
10 cards.
512. Shelly Ellison's in the house from Edmonton. Mr.
What's up,
Dean.
Shirley?
Mr. Cam Wolnuff. Trevor McPhee. Who
Cole Clayton
wants to know when he comes on his fishing trip with Tim.
Yes.
He booked with you.
Yes. Thank you, Trevor, for booking with me.
And
going?
Saturday, July 6th. So he's going to come down the night
Alright.
before. And he's looking for a dog sitter that day.
Ah,
So anyone in here from the Calgary area that wants to help out a TNL fam member, let us know. It's on a Saturday. So I don't know how many doggy daycares will be open, but TNL fam sometimes comes in big, takes care of stuff like that.
yes. Yes, they do.
And Cole Clayton,
Yeah.
Mike Pluy,
Ooh.
Mike Dumont, Colleen was just here.
Yeah. It's good to see
And
you.
I think her and Claude are coming next week to stay on the couch. That's what
You
I
just
was told.
decided that for
That's what I was told. So what do we got tonight? We're going to tie a couple flies. We're going to jump quick because we do have a movie. We have a film
Yeah, we do.
for all... I'm kinking my neck. Watch this.
Oh, here he goes again. Oh, there you go.
Who needs a
Very
chiropractor when you use your brain? Because we're going to do a film.
Yeah.
We're going to show you a film. And if anybody's wondering what the film is, well, it is Guide School 2023, spring class of last year. I know they've all been holding their fingers. Do you hold? I don't know. I was trying to make it sound like they were patiently waiting, but patiently waiting?
Hold their breath. Sounds.
I can't stop looking at your flavor saver below.
I've only looked
And
that
how will
good,
we
though.
tie a fly with such terrible lighting? Well, stick around and find out. And remember, folks, you are enough.
You are.
If we don't look like we're in focus, it's these cameras are struggling with what we've given them for contrast.
Yes.
All four
little bit.
cheeks and a couple of chins couch. What's up, Mr. Pape?
What's up?
Kenny Hall. MD, can you just go to the website and request another one? You can. You just... I don't know. I know how I can check on the back end. But there's not a lot of lighting in here for me to check out. So anyways, you were supposed to dress up. If you did dress up in the old neon glow party, send us a photo. Let us know what's good. I tried that, Mike. It said I already had once, and check my email. Yeah, so go and search in your email, Michael. And if you can't do it, if it doesn't work, I said, let's see here.
Might need a new email.
All right. Check it out. Check it out. Let me know. I'll do my best to help you. You got to contact me somehow. Chaz, I can't wait to try. I think it'd be popular. Gray lane safety first. Tim Hepworth. That's right. That's right. In these lights. Okay, found a recovery method on the site. Good. We're good. We're safe there.
Good.
Yeah, Mr. Jacques Heroux from
up,
Moncton
Jacques?
drinking a bourbon.
Nice.
Legend. We're graced with the presence of
Some real.
Jacques. And he also came and visited us, remember? Back at the brewery.
Yeah, way
Were
back
you-
at the brewery.
you were there.
I wasn't there. I was gone.
Oh, it was Troy.
It was Troy. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
Troy's time. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. If you check back on season 1, I'm sure the mayor will know exactly which episode. Chopsticks. Mateo, we have a request for chopsticks. Or some cocoa banana by Barry. Or tea swizzle.
Tea swizzle.
All right, it's your time if we get booted because you're too good.
If you're too good.
Taylor Swift. Name that song, folks. Sort out dates. I forgot that was Stampede Weekend. Is it Stampede Weekend?
I don't know. What day? July?
It might be. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's gonna suck.
Might be a little busy. Where's Trevor from? Is he north?
Yeah, I think in the White Court, Fox Creek area, Fox Vegas.
Fox Vegas.
Infamous NAC. What up, everybody from South Florida? We're glad you're here. Let us know what you're drinking. Mateo, can you play The Scientist by Coldplay? Nope.
Nope.
All right, Steve Lyle's here
What's up,
taking
Stevie?
low blows at Mr. Cam Wolnuff. So, okay, what we're going to do, folks, is this party is glowing. It's hot in here. We're going to say a little thanks to our sponsors, and when we come back, we're going to hit the news scene because Rocky Mountain Fly Shop is about to drop some deep discounts. So highly recommend. They got a lot of some great stuff. Orvis Pro lines. They've got some, which are our favorite fly lines. Get them in your cart. We've got 20, 25, and 30% discount codes coming at you. And fill up your cart because when I do drop the code, everyone's going to try to use them, and you're going to want to make sure that you're the person that it works for. All right, hang tight, be right back. Grab a fresh one. We are too, because I'm almost out. We'll see you in about a minute. At the pinnacle of every climb, when victory meets hunger, there's one companion climbers trust. Morning View Mercantile, crafting meals for the summit. Experience culinary excellence where the air is thin. Witness the power of gourmet at altitude. Within minutes, taste meets triumph. Indulge in the flavors of success. Morning View Mercantile, your partner in conquering summits, your reward at the top. Morning View Mercantile, where elevation meets flavor.
Fishing was great. I caught a rainbow, which was incredibly fun. Watching that thing jump out of the water, super exciting.
There you go, you're on. Good job. It's okay. If he's gonna buck, let him buck. he's gonna go
I
for.
dropped my fly line for a minute, scared myself.
That's awesome, yeah. Some rainbow trout.
Wow.
So, yeah, crazy to see them up this high.
bam, there it is.
That's the sausage.
Everybody wants to go home with the farmer's wife's sausage.
It's weird.
Well, today's day and age, it's not.
I guess. Traditional farmer sausage, only hotter.
Only hotter. So, we've got a couple things from our friends at Freezing Brothers on the docket, and but both of them are sausages, and they're made in-house in Sundry at Freezing Brothers. The butcher side of things over there, as you guys have seen a lot of the baking, but the butcher side of things is next level. And yeah, we smoked these things today in the smoker, and they're upstairs waiting for us. So at one point during the show, we're gonna go up there and we're gonna put the farmer's wife sausage
in your mouth.
In our mouth.
Yeah.
And we'll let you guys know what the flavor's like, but because it's a little hotter and old Timothy doesn't quite go down with that stuff.
Why do you just got to say that stuff?
We've got
out
the
loud?
bratty German for you to put in your mouth.
Yeah, well, that's good because I don't like hot stuff.
Yeah,
Farmer's
well,
wives.
it's untraditional bratwurst. It is the brat of the family.
Well, that makes
Well, so we've got the hot farmer's wife and the brat of the family about to come to you guys in a little while, But without much further ado, we're going to crank it over to the Understandably Cool.
The news.
Entertainment news.
Entertainment news.
All right, cue up the musician and let this party get started. Oh, yeah, we said make sure you guys play something lame. And first news is we're going to try something new from Craft Beer Nation.
Old Dave over at Craft Beer Nation supplied us with this awesome growler. So this one tonight that we're drinking is a Sour Bear.
Sour?
And this is supposed to taste like dino sours, you know?
Oh, yeah, I'm down for that.
Philip Stone Fruit. So they do have growlers. They got a lot on
and
tap.
You can fill them up, and you can go in and get craft beer filled up on the growlers side of things. So just like this, we're going to try it out and let you guys know how it goes. But remember, these two flies are what we're going to be tying tonight, and the Chimera is going to be first. And you can use a black or a brown. I think a 70 was preferred, or did you want a 140?
No, we'll be using 70 for both today.
Okay. So that's my mistake for the 140. I like to get the rope tight when I tie my nymphs, and I bent by my nymphs. Did I make a Freudian slip there? And the second fly is going to be a UTC 70. Red is what the actual pattern calls for. So if you have that, if not, if you have a chartreuse, it'd be more weird that you would have chartreuse over red.
It's true.
But if not, a white works or a black works, something like that. So we're about to give the sour beer a little taste down. So here we go. And ABV 4.2%.
It's sour. It's not bad, but
it's sour kids.
Yeah, it tastes
Like,
kind of like
it's
candy.
It's like 5 sour kids fell in a Pilsner. No,
Not bad.
a
Not bad.
Hefeweizen. 5 sour
Hefty?
kids fell in a Hefeweizen. I don't mind it.
No, I don't
Not
either.
bad, Dave. Not bad.
Good job,
You
Dave.
might get yourself back on the right side of things before we know it.
Just no Kona Big Wave. We'll be good.
Yeah. That's sour. Okay.
Yeah, it is sour.
Guys,
It's good.
get your threads in your bobbins or get your thread on your bobbin, whichever
Yeah.
way you do it, whether you're using an auto bobbin, whether you're using just a bobbin, you're going to need to get some thread going. So if you got only black, you're good. But UTC 70 will work for both flies, unlike what I said there. And that's pretty cool, too, because guess what? You're going to be ready to tie this fly in no time. Very simple flies tonight.
Did you really have to say that? I don't know if the one's simple.
Well, it's
From the
pretty
non-fly
simple.
tire.
Well,
This means I make it look easy, folks.
no, it wasn't you. I was watching.
Different video.
Different guy I hang out with. But I'd like to get a couple thumbs up if you love the aesthetics tonight. Because, I mean, it was a lot of work.
We did work
around
pretty
the
hard.
studio, sticking up all the... And you got some glowy scissors there.
Glowy scissors.
And your vice is glowing, and
Oh, look at
everything's
that. I
glowing.
didn't
Your
notice
face
that.
is glowing.
I just got a glow about
It's
me.
a glow. Okay. I told Tim I'm not going to waste time tonight, so let's not waste time tonight. Those are your flies. The next thing you need to know is your FLYINGO, because tonight, folks, there is a guaranteed winner. There's probably going to be multiple winners. Okay. So when we get into FLYINGO, we're going to play, and then we're going to get a winner, right? Like we always do. That winner's going to go, oh, I'm just going to hang out over here, because we're going to keep going on that bingo card. I think I said 5 total winners. You'll see when I load up the scene here exactly how many it is. But I think we're gonna go 5 winners. And then what do those 5 winners do? Well, if they win, if the first person doesn't have a Captain Clutch sticker, which you can go buy them on our website, $50 gets you free of all the doors. But that person and the 5 other ones are gonna go to the Doors of Doom. Okay. And now the first person's going to go and they're going to pick a door. There's only one winner this week. Every other door is empty. Nothing's behind it. Nothing good. And then if they don't win, they're going to get a consolation prize of some Morning View Mercantile gifts.
Yes.
And then the next person's going to go and they're going to choose. And we're going to keep going until we get a winner. And if number 5 doesn't get it, number 1's going to go again. And we're going to just kind of keep cycling like that. So there is going to be a winner tonight.
Guaranteed.
So stick around. Make sure you get your card. That's very important. And then the next thing we need to do is talk about Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. Whoops,
Yes.
already gave away 4 bingo calls. Oh, Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. So
Discount codes.
it's important here that if you go over to their website or download their app, RockyMountainFlyShop.net, that's how you're going to shop. You're going to go over here and be like, oh, I need some Adams dry flies, and you're going to put them in your cart. Remember, this is a Canadian website. So all these prices are in Canadian. And then, what did I really want to push here? Let's say Fly line. So you're going to go over to Fly Line. You're going to look at Orvis Bank Shot, super awesome streamer tip line. Something like that. You're going to put, oh, wow, you can win 25% off. I need to know if anyone's shopping right now, because what I will do is I'll offer the first discount code right now. Should I do it right now?
I would do it.
There it is.
Let's get it up. There it is.
There it is, folks.
Fly Tire
20% off for the first person who enters that code. Or you can get risky and risk the biscuit to wait for the bigger discounts. Or maybe they're smaller. I don't know. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put something in your cart. I don't know, maybe an H3 fly rod.
Yeah, because those are
Yeah,
in the past.
going to be obsolete. And so whatever you do, you're going to throw that in your cart and you're going to enter that upon checkout. And that's how you're going to win.
That sounds pretty good to me.
All right. Everybody got that? Fly Tire 20% off. If somebody wants to enter that in the comments, if the code isn't working in this, blow up animal site. It's not a new card. Same card. Roger's already got bingo, he says, because he cheated and saw what I accidentally put up there for you. Oh, okay. That's Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. The next thing on the news. Oh, I don't want that to play because that one caused us troubles last time.
Yes.
Copyright.
Whoops.
That song was not good or something.
Yes.
I don't know. So we're not going to show the sizzle. But what we do want you guys to know that I4 is coming to Olds on March 23rd at 12 p.m. That's noon for everybody out there on a 24-hour clock.
That's noon.
Not midnight.
Folks.
And then
Not
their
midnight.
after parties at tracks till they close. But remember, if you do come to this, something really cool is going to be playing, and that's called The Last Best Place. It's an independent film we shot with Rocky Mountain Fly Shop, and it's only going to be shown there. That's how you see it. You go there and you see it. You get your tickets. You buy your popcorn.
Did it. That was good. Really.
One more.
Like, hold
Western
us there.
Canada Fly Fishing Guide School, spring of 2024.
Yes.
You can jump down and turn on your light because we're about to get into your fly. I think that might be enough light, but if it's not, we can. I'll definitely help you out. I'm checking down here. So, check out the website, folks. May 1st to 6th. A ton of people in here have done guide school. They can fill in the comments and just write a little bit of a testament to what it was, what it is. But after Tim's done this fly, before we play bingo, we have a video for you guys. Last year's guide school video. So super fun because they haven't seen it yet. And I know there's a few of them in here that came to that guide school. And Eric, you're one of them. So really excited to show off that to you guys. Without much further ado.
Further howdy do.
We're going to head over to the Tim cam. And then we're going to check out if there's enough light on the tying cam. And Tim brought a blue bib.
That's pretty good light right there. No bib needed.
All right. Are you sure? Is that good? Can you... Okay, just hold off on the piano. We're going to go boom mic, which is really loud.
Yes, there we go. Hear the sultry sound of my voice. Okay, guys, so let's talk about the Chimera. That is what we're going to be tying up here. So I'm just going to find one of these that I tied already so I can show you. This is kind of a funky looking nymph. So,
I don't know. I think we're going to need some more light.
See this? So it's a nymph that's got a hot bead that's tied kind of in the middle of the thorax. It's got mono eyes. It's got a pheasant tail body and some dubbing and some thin skin. Just kind of a whole lot going on in here. But this one of the two for this evening is going to be kind of the more complicated of them. But we'll get you through it without any problem. So let's go ahead. Let's get that out of our vise. Let's go get our hook. So we're tying this on a caddis pupa hook, or could also be called a scud hook. So remember, when you get that bead placed on there, you're going to put it in the smaller of the two holes. Get that fixed in your vise. And when you do, start off by keeping it tipped up quite vertical, because it's going to make it a little easier to tie the eyes in, and then we'll readjust it a couple times.
What's your bib on?
Where's my bib? He got me this big drooling bib. And
yeah, because I've seen it. So look what I did. I'm like, hey.
Where did you get this from?
I can't tell you.
You stole it from the hospital.
Tim? No. But what I do know is look at that. It makes if you pull it a little tighter, it makes everybody's eyes happy. Look at that.
Oh man. All right, well, if you're all happy, I'm happy. Let's go ahead and grab our thread. So we're gonna head over. I'm gonna use a brown UTC 70, but anything dark, olive, black is gonna work just fine. I'm gonna come here and start my thread just behind the hook eye. And I'm just gonna work it down a little ways before coming in and cutting it out. And then I want you to look into your kit and find some of these mono eyes. So you're gonna have them, a few of them kind of littered throughout your kit. Gonna look something like that. Okay, super tiny. These are not the easiest things to work with when you're tying them in because they wanna move a lot. But that being said, we're gonna tie them in just as if they were dumbbell eyes. So they're just kind of flimsy, that's the problem. But we wanna bring our thread back so that it's roughly one eye length back. We need to leave a little bit of space to finish the tie-ins at the very end of the fly, and you'll kind of see why that's important a little bit here. So try to find kind of that halfway mark. Start by doing a couple of what we'll call X wraps, just to get it started on there. And then I'm gonna kind of push it till I have even amount of mono on either side of the hook shank, so I want it to look something like that, okay? And then once it's kind of sitting there, now I can start to go to work. And what that looks like for you, it's totally different than probably anybody else. I kind of just have a sequence in my head that I use of cross wraps as well as figure eights. And I use those to gain stability for those eyes. Once you feel like you got them good and tight, they're not gonna move, you can bring your thread to just behind where they are. And now you could like tie off your line here and then retie in behind the bead, but I think it's kind of pointless, especially on this fly, because we're not even gonna see the thread. So I'm gonna grab that bead and pull it right up against those eyes. I'll switch hands. Well, I don't even need to. I'll just keep it pushed there. And now I'm just gonna pass my thread up, over, and behind that bead. And so what that does is it grabs it and it pulls it against those eyes. So there's only one place on that bead that there's thread. One little spot right there, you can see it, but it's very much not visible. So from that point, let's just take a few thread wraps down. I'm now gonna readjust the hook in my vise so it's tipped further down. This is gonna make it easier to tie in the majority of the materials until we get back to that thorax. So you're working around that hook point just because of the shape of this hook, so you wanna be really careful not to cut your thread on it, because that then, you know, breaks and you gotta start kind of over. So I'm gonna, little thread base down there, I'm gonna bring it back up to about the midway point. Now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna tie in the tail fibers, and we're taking this off of a saddle hackle, just a black saddle hackle feather. You wanna go in there and grab probably about 10 to 12 fibers. Something that looks like a reasonable tail. Doesn't wanna be overly pronounced. It's a little too much still. Pull a few of those out. Somewhere in the neighborhood of that. Okay, just sparse, but there, if that makes sense. And then we're gonna measure it. So we want it to be about 3/4 of the overall length of the body out the back. So once I kind of roughly gauge that measurement, I'm gonna switch hands so that when I take this gathering wrap, that material is gonna stay right on top of the hook. I don't want it to go around. I want it to stay right up on top. Then I'm gonna go ahead and lift up the tail. I'm gonna hold it vertical the best I can as I take wraps down, and that's gonna help keep it up on top of the hook shank. We just don't wanna go too far down the bend that we kind of lose those fibers. So right about there is where I'm gonna leave it. Then I'm gonna bring my thread all the way back up behind the bead, come in here, trim that out. Now the next material we're gonna go in with is our silver wire. So you're gonna have some silver wire in there. It's just very fine, size small, silver wire. We'll start by tucking that up against the bead, get a gathering wrap, and we're gonna take this all the way back to where we left the tail. Right about there. One more wrap. And now we're gonna come back up to that midway point again. So now we're gonna take in one last material at this stage of the fly. So you're gonna see in your kit you've got a whole bunch of this stripped off pheasant tail fibers. And I just wanna grab somewhere in that neighborhood of 5 to 6 pieces, something like that. We're gonna tie these in as well right up against the bead. So I'll start my wrap like this, measuring so I know it'll go just behind the bead. This is just creating a nice underbody taper. And then I'm gonna also bring those all the way back. Right about there. And then I'm gonna take my thread back forward. I'm gonna put in a little half hitch just to save my work. Set my bobbin aside. And now what I'm gonna do is palmer this forward, just like as if we were tying a pheasant tail. Same idea. All we're gonna do is palmer this up. Nice touching wraps. All the way up the fly. This is such a great material. It really gives a very realistic and buggy appearance to the fly. We're gonna take that up, leaving just a little bit of space behind that red bead. We're gonna take a gathering wrap there, lock it in place, thread wrap behind and in front a couple times, and then we can go ahead and we can trim that out, like so. So now that we've laid that first material down, as you probably guessed, the wire is back there to help secure that somewhat fragile pheasant tail. And so all we're gonna do is do nice, even, palmered wraps. Try to evenly space those wraps all the way up. That gives the fly some segmentation and a little bit of shine. And once I get to that same place where my thread was left, I'm gonna lock it in the same way. Thread wrap behind and in front a couple times. And then you can either helicopter that off or cut it out. Set that aside, you'll use it for your next one. Okay, so we've done the body of the fly. Now we gotta work on the thorax, which is where things get a little bit trickier, but still not all that bad. You're gonna have some red tinsel in your kit. I want you to go in. It helps if you just cut off like a couple inch piece to work with. Now, when we tie this in, we wanna tie this in perfectly on top. Okay, we don't want it to be down to one side or the other. So it can be a little tricky to get it just right to start with, but I'm gonna just get my angle right, get a gathering wrap. If I need to readjust it a little bit, like that one turned on me a bit. can grab the bottom portion, get it perfect. There we go. Now I'm going to take a few thread wraps back, because remember, I still want that little bit of space between that red bead back to where I tied that in, as that's going to really be where we build up the thorax in this fly. And this one is going to be very pronounced thorax in comparison to some other nymphs that we tie. Okay, so that's the first thing we're tied in. Next one, we're going to go over to the thin skin material, or our nymph back. This stuff here, okay? So this is a little bit thick. So if you take this and place it on top of the bead, you're going to see that it's wider than the bead, okay? We don't want it to be wider than the bead. We want it to be the same width. So I'm going to take off about a 2-inch piece of this, and I'm just going to trim it down with my scissors so that it's a little thinner. So just taking a little bit of the width off of that. Grab those other scissors that are straight. And I'm just going to cut it down just a little bit so it's roughly the width of that bead. That's just going to make this material a little bit easier to work with and to tie in. You can see I just took it down a little bit, made it a little bit thinner. And then what I like to do for tying it in is I like to come in and just cut a little point on it. This just makes it a little easier to get this, because this material is quite stiff and it doesn't always want to go in quite like you'd like. Thank you, Dana, for readjusting my bib. And then I'm going to come in right behind the bead, right on top of the hook, and get that secured down. Take it back to that tie-in spot. I'm going to lay some thread wraps down, just giving that next material we're going to put in something to grab. Then I'm just going to pull that forward, make sure I've gone all the way back to where I left my thread, which looks good. Now I'm going to go to my dubbing. So you've got enough dubbing here to do about 6,000 of these, but we don't need very much at a time. So we're going to make a little dubbing noodle here. So I'm just grab a pinch of this off. We want to have bulky but tight. Okay, so when I come in here, remembering to, I'm going to only spin my fingers in one direction. Oh my gosh, Dana, you're slacking. Then I'm going to come in here. There you go. And I'm going to get this nice and tight as I can spin this on there. Because we're going to be working not only to build up the thorax, but we got to go around those eyes as well at the bottom of this. So we really want to have the best and tightest noodle as we can. So this one's going to be about 3 inches long. What are you laughing at?
3-inch long tight noodle.
3-inch long tight noodle, my friends. Okay, so we got our noodle. It's nice and tight. It's 3 inches long. We're going to come in here and start making some thread wraps to build up that thorax right up behind that bead. Now at this point, I need to cross over in front of that bead, and I'm going to do a wrap between the bead and the eyes, and then I'm going to do a wrap in a figure 8 cross motion to cover in between those eyes. I realize that's covering that so you can't see it. Okay, so I've covered up those eyes, they're coming out each side, and then I'm going to finish by taking that dubbing to right in front by the hook eye, like so. So that's what I should be left with. That's what it should look like. I kind of encompass the eyes, but the key here is we want to be able to see that red or orange bead underneath. So we can't cover that up with the dubbing. So now that I got to here, I'm gonna take a couple thread wraps just to secure it.
Dave Jackson just outed you.
What'd he say? Oh gosh, he would know.
Whole weekend ice fishing.
Now I'm just gonna take and tip that fly back up in the vise. Is gonna make it easier to bring these next couple materials forward. So now we're gonna do a couple things in reverse. I'm gonna go to my thin skin first. I'm gonna bring it down right between the eyes. And I'm gonna make sure I secure it perfectly in the middle on top between the eyes. So I'm gonna do a couple wraps on top, follow that up with a couple of wraps underneath. And then I can go ahead and trim that guy out right now. Okay. And then I'm gonna bring my red tinsel up and over. And I want this to sit exactly center on that thin skin that I just laid down. So everything's kind of centered. That's what we're trying to achieve here. But you can adjust it a little bit by holding that tag in. There we go. So take a couple thread wraps on top, lift it up, a couple thread wraps underneath. You can trim out that tinsel. And then from right here, all we're gonna do is whip finish this fly, or half hitch, whatever you prefer. Do a 3 or 4 turn whip finish. I'm not gonna get too crazy because I am gonna add some resin to this one, as should you. We'll trim out that thread. And then I like to make sure that right at the head here, if that tinsel's sticking down and you can't get your scissors much closer, I'm gonna cheat with my cautery tool, but try to get in there as tight as you can with your scissors if you don't have one. Just make sure that eye is nice and clear, because nothing's more frustrating than trying to tie on a fly that you can't get near the eye with. Okay, so once I get to this point, to make this a little bit more durable, I want to come in and lay some UV resin. I'm gonna use my brush resin, which is this, what do they call this? Bones Dry. Bone Dry by Solar Res.
Bones Dry.
Bones Dry. I'm gonna come up here and just lay a nice layer right on top of the thin skin. Try not to get it over into the dubbing or back onto that pheasant tail. Just to your thread wraps right on top. This is going to give a lot of durability so that after you catch a fish, that tinsel isn't going to rip off the top, because that's kind of the first thing to go on a fly like this. So that should be what we're left with. We've got that tinsel right on top that's basically glued itself now to that thin skin. Now the very last thing we're going to do here is I want you to go in there with a dubbing brush or a piece of Velcro, and I just want you to rough up the underside here and try to pull out a little bit of those fibers from that dubbing, and that's gonna just make this look a little bit more buggy. Just like that. Try to grab a few out from in front of the bead. Yeah, just like that, I like it. So that just gives more resin. That just gives the
resin.
Need me to pretend to put resin on? Okay, he wants a second coat. Okay, here we go. Second coat.
Oh, yeah.
There she comes. Just like that. Now it's not going anywhere for sure.
That's what they came for.
That's what they came for. Resina in the house. Okay, guys, so just like that. That is our Chimera. Kind of a weird little pattern. I personally have not got to fish this, but I have heard so many good things. We added it to this season, and I'm really gonna give this a try this upcoming season as well. Kind of a funky one for sure. Doesn't really look like anything traditional, but the best we understand, this is a mayfly kind of searching pattern, but something about the hot bead and those eyes works. And that is your Chimera.
Those eyes.
Hopefully yours turned out something like that.
All right.
All right, all right, all right.
Now it's time
Now it's time.
to make you glow again.
Oh, did I get my bib off?
Why did it just get so quiet?
I don't know.
I don't know. Probably because it came from the other microphone.
There we go. It is a smidgen quiet.
Is it me or is it just you?
I sound quiet to myself. I can't tell.
How do we sound?
You tell us. How do we
Anybody
sound?
out there hearing us a little different?
Yeah, just a little bit.
No answer.
Nothing.
Okay. Are you getting yourself glowing again? Or am I getting myself glowing again? So, if you guys got something for me to talk about, we can always slip over to the guide's corner and do a little rant. So seeing as though Tim is gone. All right, Tim's a bit quiet.
Just a bit quiet.
I'll turn you up. All right, so essentially that's the Chimera, like Tim said, maybe a searching pattern. The reports on it are very good, and sometimes we just like to find patterns that we have a hunch on. And that one is a hunch. Tim?
Yes.
You forgot one light.
One more? Oh, that one. There it is. I can't reach that one.
Now you glow.
Now I glow.
Now you go.
Glow and go.
Now you glow. And, okay, so what do we want to do next? It's 7:48. Do we just tie the last fly and then get a little crazy now that you just turn all the lights off?
Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you guys, what do you guys want to do? Let's take a vote here. Let us know, folks, if you want to crank out this fly is like a 5-minute tie.
Not even, yeah, it's fast.
And then we can have some fun with all the winners and the FLYINGO. We can watch our film, and we're not going away without giving away all of these prizes here.
Yes.
Okay, from Rocky Mountain Fly Shop, Morning View Mercantile, Craft Beer Nation, a never seen before, sold before sun shirt from Fly Fishing Boat Outfitters, and oh my goodness, what else do we got?
Oh man, there's
so I don't even remember it, but
No,
if
let's
you
stack 'em
remember, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, crank them out. Bingo, SOS. We got a lot of. Yeah, Rick thinks we look fantastic.
Oh, that's good.
I agree.
Thanks, Rick.
Problem is nothing wants to focus in this light. I can just there it is.
Back.
Maybe that's not. I don't know. All right, so the next comment I read. Let's tie the fly.
There it is.
Get that bib back on it. There it is. There's gonna tie it. We're gonna slide. We're gonna all that work that you did to get yourself back into that spot.
All right.
I will go and fix it for you. All right, folks. Guides Corner. Looks like it's just me and you. The wheels are falling off tonight because Tim leaves tomorrow for about a month. We will tie the fly right away. And my rant is about Tim leaving for 3 weeks. And what are we going to do? Well, next week we're going to have Mr. Novland, one of Fly Fishing Boat Outfitters guides. He's going to come in and tie up some streamers. He's going to come for 2 weeks in a row because we said so. Is he nervous? Yes. Is he afraid? 100%. Are we going to give him the gears? Absolutely. Because why wouldn't we? That's what we do to all the new people on the show. And then to finish it off for the third week is Chaz. And he's been here before, so the nerves are probably just a little bit less. But maybe we'll convince him to get into the green suit again. We don't know. If you don't know who Aaron is, I don't like that it won't focus, Tim. You might recognize him from such bands as the Hairy Nipples, right? That guy. Remember? He's going to be here next week to tie up some things as Tim's getting everything ready over there. And he's just about done. So, without much further ado, our pianist is looking up and learning new songs as we speak. Maybe if we're lucky, she'll sing one as she plays one. I don't know, you guys. You got to let us know in the comments what you want, because that's what we do. We do what you want. Tim, are you about ready? I've almost run out of things to say. And he said, let's go, baby. So.
All right, let's get back to it. So this is a fairly easy tie, this one we got coming up. Not going to take us long at all. So let's, I'll show you what it's going to look like at the end. This is a Damsel Fly Nymph. This is actually a killer pattern. Super simple. Bib time. We have a lot of...
See, that's why I got the bib.
Let's get bibbed up. Black would be better. This just feels like... I don't know. I should be drooling or something. Anywho, okay, so... Damsel Fly Nymph live in a lot of our lakes or ponds, some in creeks and rivers as well, but most prominently we fish them in lakes and ponds. Very not like super specific in realism, but is so close and good enough that this is a very effective fly. This one we have tried, so we know. But yeah, so let's pop this out of the vise. We'll go ahead, get one of your hooks fixed in your vise. We're basically tying this on the exact same hook that we tied the last one. This is like a scud or a caddis pupa hook. Okay. I'm going to be tying this. This pattern calls for a red UTC 70, but don't really worry about the color. It doesn't, you can hardly see this thread come through in the hotspot portion of this, so nothing to fret about. So I'm going to start by just working my thread back about halfway down the hook shank. Get rid of that tag in. And now for eyes on this one, we're going to be using some bead chain, which we've worked with before. It's basically just a smaller version of dumbbell eyes, and they tie in just like those mono eyes we did on the last fly. So I want to bring my thread back up, leaving myself a similar amount of spaces on the last fly. So I'm going to leave myself about an eye length behind the eye. I come in here with a couple of cross wraps to get me started in one direction and then the other. Much better timing. I swear that makes him happier than anything else. And once you start to get it fixed into position, that's when we're just going to go wild, lay down a bunch of thread wraps. We want these to stay where they are, not move around. Man, that smoke machine. It's like coming right up under the desk into my face. Here we go. Oh yeah, so that's his cue. Just hit me again. So these you really don't want to move around. So make sure you got lots of wraps in on them, figure eights, crosses, and then some that go underneath that dumbbell or the eyes, but not over or under the hook. Now that I got that good and secure, happy with that. Let's tip this up just a smidge. And then I'm gonna work some thread wraps down a ways and a little ways into that bend. Then I'm gonna work my thread back up. So there's only 2 materials to this fly. We got this rainbow crystal flash, which is actually super awesome. Love this color. And then we have some ostrich churl. So first thing I want you to do is I want you to go cut yourself 3 lengths of this crystal flash, about 3 inches long or so. And make sure you match up the tips. I'm gonna trim 3 of them out. That's 2. We'll grab 1 more. This is gonna consist in the tail. Okay, so I got 3 of them. I'm gonna match up the
Mike
tips.
McKenna just jumped in and said he's sorry he's got a miss tonight. He probably would have beat the Wizard, but little does he know, tonight's a guaranteed winner.
Guaranteed winner
It's
night.
a great night to miss.
Poor Mike. Okay, so I'm gonna bring these 3 pieces of tinsel together. I'm gonna trim them off so they're even together. I'm gonna lay them up just behind the bead. Take a gathering wrap. And then what I wanna do is lift up on them as I come back and down the fly, so they stay up on top. Now what I don't want to do is go too far. I don't want to go as far as I took my thread down in there. I want to stay just before it really takes off down around that bend, as this is going to be a spot where this material isn't going to get tied in and curved down, which we don't want. So at this point, I'm going to trim this crystal flash to 1.5 times the length of the hook shank. So if I go here roughly, okay, that's 1.5, coming right about there. Trim that off. Now, we only have 1 more material to put in here, guys, and this is going to be super easy and over with. So, I want you to grab somewhere between 3 and 5 pieces of that ostrich churl. I need you to match up the tips, because we're not going to do any trimming to match them. I need you to actually go in there, get them about as close as you can to matching in length. Doesn't have to be exact, but you do want it to be pretty close. So I'll just kind of keep checking them. Yeah, that's close enough. So you can add moisture to this. Slick it on your fingers and that will kind of bring the tips together if you're struggling to kind of gauge your distance. But this length is we want to match just to the crystal flash. So even just a little bit beyond, but not too much. So I've matched it there. I'm going to switch my hands over because I'm going to tie it in right where I left that crystal flash. Come up and over with a gathering wrap. Secure that right down to the top of the hook shank. We want to get a few wraps in here so this doesn't move around. It stays right on top. Kind of just got to work around this material because it's very staticky and it likes to grab onto everything. And once you get a few thread wraps over top, I want you to lift them all up and get a few more thread wraps in front. And then we're going to leave our thread sitting right here. So we're going to be palmering these forward and we're going to use our thread to help keep those 4 together. So this is actually a really cool technique that allows you to, it works with pheasant tail too sometimes, or peacock curl, if you have multiple pieces and they want to kind of separate on you. So all I'm gonna do is pull those vertical and just work around that hook point. And I'm just leaving my thread hanging. And the pressure of me wrapping forward is pushing against that thread and it makes all of those 4 pieces stay together. We're just going to keep palmering all the way up to the back of the eyes. Now what I like to do when I get right to behind the eyes is I want to lift this vertical and I want to take a securing wrap right here. Although we're just going to keep wrapping, I just like to have that secure point behind the eyes as well as in front. So once I've done that, I'm going to cross my thread over and in front so that it's going to hang right below those eyes. And now, kind of like we did with that other fly, how we crossed over, I want you to cross and figure 8 around those eyes. Okay, so that we're totally encompassing the eyes. And then finishing with it coming right out by the hook eye. And then once I get my material there, I'm just gonna do securing wrap. Let's do a couple in front of it and behind. And repeat that one more time, in front and behind. And now from this point, I'm gonna come in here with, you can whip finish or you can use a half hitch, whatever you prefer. I'm gonna use a half hitch here. Bring that up over the eye of the hook, slide it down. Get a good knot. And do it again. Just like so. Do one more just for safe measure. I'm not gonna put any resin on this one. I don't like how resin gets in and around this specific material, so I'll do a few knots just to make sure it's not going anywhere. Trim out my thread. And then all I gotta do is come in here and trim out this material nice and close. Just like that. And there you have it. That is your Damsel Fly Nymph. Super easy. Add a little moisture to it, kind of see how it's gonna slick back.
Just like that.
Got that nice
Two
crystal flash in there. Two materials.
Well, bead chain eyes.
Bead chain eyes too. But very, very simple. Very simple tie, very effective fly. That should be a slogan.
Say that again.
Very simple tie, very effective fly.
Well, the good news is the effective flies. The most effective flies.
And there you have it, folks.
Oh, look
that
at you.
is.
We're just got a lot of you.
A lot of me.
You. By you.
The bayou.
For you. By you. All right, folks. We could be back at another Guide's Corner. But we won't. We'll just be here with me and you. Something Tim said resonates profoundly. The most simplest of flies have caught the biggest of fish on the Bow River. I'm not going to go into great details, but when we talk about one materials or two materials, that's probably all you need to catch yourself one of those big guys. All right, so good point. Here's add a little weight, put a jig hook on this, and you got yourself one HE double hockey sticks of a nice fishing fly. And Tim wants to come back to the party. So
back in the party.
I will let him come back to the party. Let's check in on our guest.
She's still here. She's also very talkative.
You're on.
Oh, I'm supposed to talk?
Well, that's why the microphone's there. So now that you've sat through two of those flies, which one do you think is going to work better?
The second one, because you said it's more effective.
Oh, see,
she's a listener.
Listens.
I thought she was on her phone that whole time, but I don't
Nope.
know. She's
She is tuned in because she gets. You had 2 fishing days this year, did you not?
I think so, yeah.
How'd that go?
Really good, I think.
I think it really good. I think it went really good. Although I ruined the big brown at the net.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
no, you're not supposed to agree because if Bruce or Morgan's in the house, they are never going to let me live that one down because I also did that to Morgan, her PB Cuddy. So, yeah, you just blame your guide, right? That's all you got to do.
That's the easiest thing to do.
Question, what's your favorite thing about fishing? Fly fishing.
The sun going down usually on your birthday floats when we're at the end of the day pulling out.
Yeah.
Or like
the end of the day. Finishing up. And almost for the last 3 years, it's been 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. It's been pretty epic day.
Stunning weather.
Fishing wise, weather wise, all the company wise.
Yeah.
That's what makes it good.
Oh, and Starbucks in the morning.
Yes,
well,
I thought that was going to be your number one, to be honest.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Got to get a pinkety drinkety.
Pinkety drinkety. I'm just going to pump a little more.
Yeah.
Smoky in the house. All right, folks, look at us. We can do the show in an hour, but we don't want to. Because we're going to play bingo. We're going to come back to play bingo. So what do you got to do? You got to go over here and you got to get your FLYINGO cards. Make sure you get them. I'm going to give you some time. flyfishingbover.com/TNL S6. You're heavenly there, Matea. Floating in the magical smoke. And I'm going to get you time to get your bingo cards because when we come back, guys, Eric, where are you? I need to know that Eric's here. Ken's here.
Oh.
Or Zero Materials. Ken's going to get a punch in the wing ding.
Ken.
The beer and the snacks. It's essentially what Starbucks is for a 15-year-old. David Spencer's in the house.
What's up, Dave?
Yeah, who you met last year at Starbucks.
Yes.
But before we drop into this film here, we should crack another drink. Try another drink here. Well, we could split one too if you want.
What would you like?
Oh, it looks like you're still full. I don't know.
How about I choose?
You choose. You choose. All right. So, what's your favorite style of fly fishing? Dry fly fishing or nymphing? You've been successful twice on a dry fly. Once was on the Old Man when that fish broke you off.
I don't know the difference.
So dry fly is when they come and eat it off the surface.
No, I like the one with the bobber.
Yeah, because it's more effective. It's an indicator. So yeah, you and Bruce have a lot of things in common. you both love indicator fishing. Well, maybe it's the way both of you catch fish. All right, folks. No, Bruce does. He just has to give in to the dark side every now and then. Okay, so we're gonna go into this film here. Really fun to watch. It was super cool, and we're gonna share some stories of some people who came to guide school. And we're gonna come back to the guaranteed FLYINGO win. But what we're trying now is a Red Rage from our friends at Craft Beer Nation, and this is a Tool Shed beer. So I'm gonna assume it's of the darker brand.
It's a red ale.
Like Rickard's Red used to be my favorite drink.
Oh, I know how to pick them.
All right. I'm gonna give it a try, give it an honest opinion, and then we're gonna hit play on that movie.
Still enjoying the sour.
It's good.
But
It's a little nutty, but it's kind of like woody.
Like peanutty?
Peanuts?
These nuts? These nuts?
These nuts, Tim. They don't taste like these nuts. They taste like peanuts. It's not bad. Okay. It's a little woody. You would relate. You'll relate to that. A little woody. Okay.
That's actually pretty good.
Well, on that note, folks, we're going to keep it honest. And when we come back, we're probably going to have some of that baking sausage from Friesen Brothers in our hands. Where is this movie? I can't find it. Okay, there it is. I found it. Yeah, comment as the movie goes. Tell us what you love, what you don't love. Actually, don't tell us that. We don't like to hear that.
We only like positives.
And we'll be right back. Get your bingo cards, guys. Here we go.
Here we go.
It's not so much fishing or guiding related, but it's when you guys say this is a school to be a better person. Like, I've noticed my attitude at home has changed 100% towards my wife, towards my kid. You know, I have more patience. I'm more happy. name is Ken McCutcheon. I'm from Calgary, Alberta. For a living, I work as an electrician for the past 26 years. The main thing I want to get out of guide school and what I hope to learn the most is how to safely steer my craft down the river. I've recently bought a drift boat. I'm also hoping to get into guiding in the next 5 years. And this is just my first stepping stone into really learning how to row a drift boat properly, how to read water properly, and how to fish properly. The greatest time of my life, man. And to every day be guide school. I would do this every day.
It's the best 3 days of my life. Well, minus my kid being born, I guess, but it was pretty awesome.
My name's Todd Layton. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, born and raised here. I heard about guide school because my buddies Connor Hamilton and Keenan Vine took the guide school last year, and they had nothing but good things to say about it, so I figured no new information is bad information. I just want to learn more about the water and how to be a guide, so I signed up.
Well, my name's John Granger. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta. I run a residential construction company, and I've done that for the last 5 years, and it's been good so far. What I'm hoping to get out of guide school is a better understanding of the river, the client experience, how to be a good guide, a better person, and how to love on people through adverse conditions.
I was always told that when you come across a shore angler, if you can't give them like half the river, depending on the size of it, your line's open. Yeah. Give them space. He was there first, and we can cover way more water than they can. Way more water. Right? Like, it's not even fair. You go there, you pull the fish out where he's fishing, that's a dick.
My name is Eric August, and I'm from Cookeville, Tennessee. Originally from Michigan, and moved to Tennessee back in 1986, and that's where I'm gonna stay. I guess semi-retired. I work part-time for a company called Big R. It's a farm and home store, and work in their gun department and fishing department, and absolutely love it. Just learning to row, be a better fisherman, be able to help people more than I already do, and just have just the camaraderie and meeting the new people, and maybe sharing some trips and having them come down to Tennessee and fish with me.
So my name is Jack Stiles. I'm from south of Calgary, Okotoks area. What am I currently doing? Okay. I'm in grade 10, so I'm 15 years old. I'm in grade 10. I don't know what I would like to do, but I'm doing some general stuff. I don't really have a plan, to be completely honest, but I'm trying out new things that give me a bit more experience and a bit more exposure, so that I can try and find something that I really enjoy and put my efforts towards that. What would I like to get out of guide school? I'd like to get more time on the water. That's my main goal, so that I can understand the watershed and a little bit more about where fish hide, where kind of just the whole system.
My name's Kyle Decker. I'm from Claremville, Newfoundland, and I'm living in Didsbury, Alberta. I work at Rocky Mountain Fly Shop currently, and yeah, that's about it. So I heard about guide school through the Rocky Mountain Fly Shop, and I watched the Thursday Night Live fly tying, and I've seen it on there a few times, and the few people that I know from the shop that have taken the course have said nothing but good about it, so I wanted to have a go at it.
I'm Jeremy. I'm born and raised in Calgary, Alberta. I'm a scaffolder. Doing it, yeah. Learning every day, yes. Teaching every day, yes. Yeah.
It's probably 3 years of really rowing and doing it a lot. Do I notice people are getting good? So nobody's gonna come out of here in 6 days and be like professional.
We're using the boat and the boat speed for the best position of influence. If you can get the stuff figured out in the first 2 hours, great. Boat side of the seam is here. Bank side is here.
On the bow, we get pretty lulled into complacency and watch those indicators and whatever, and there's not many, but there's a few Widowmaker rocks or pipes in this river, and if you come across it not paying attention, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. So it's almost like, you know, you're off instead of on. On the elk, you have to be on, because it's just that kind of water.
The downstream presentation is pretty stealthy for the same reason why we quarter our cast downstream.
I think my role is to just stay as neutral as I can and not ignite the situation.
Your reaction should be going back to what you know. And so when we drill these things into you guys, it's because of that reason. Yeah. So when shit gets heavy, there's no question. I can tell you what to do, but you already know what you're doing. You're gonna row away from it. You're gonna point at it and row away.
Awesome. Like, awesome. Can't ask for any better. Learning so much, good group of guys. What much more do you want?
It's been amazing. I learned so much. I probably even look smarter now.
Meeting all the boys, getting to know them, getting to know all the beauties of the water here. Just learning about the river, learning things I never knew before. You know, just a great group of guys.
What do you recommend for sunscreen on the boat?
Apply it. Sunscreen.
Just start with sunscreen. Do you have a favorite brand that sponsored you today?
Banana boat.
My hat won't stay. You want me to just start?
Yeah.
Well, this week is just, this 6 days have been just unreal. I just don't have words to explain just what an amazing. Just how amazing it's been.
So I think my attitude towards everything has changed from this, honestly.
What was my aha moment kind of thing, or what did I really get out of this? This. I don't have this at home. I don't. It's the camaraderie, all of that, the community of what it was, that was fantastic, right? You know, getting to know all these other guys that are doing the same thing, you know, whatever their path may be. That was great. Being able to learn more about how to do things properly, how to deliver that experience to the client properly, how to treat them properly is a big deal. Like I said at the beginning, I've seen good guides, I've seen bad guides, right? And it's nice to be taught more of the in-depth way of how to do it. So I guess the aha moments was definitely the community. The client experience was great today, to actually be able to feel and experience that. The education of it all, it's just all of it, it was good.
Well, first up, like when I came into it, I just wanted to like learn more about the river and just learn how to be a better person and a good guide and all those. But I didn't know like the camaraderie. This here.
Really?
Camaraderie. Of everyone on the river. Like everyone is just such good guys and just so easy to get along with, and they genuinely care about you as a person and like your experience and your development, and you know, it's just such a good group of guys. Like I didn't really expect that, you know, coming in. Little did I know.
Definitely feel a lot better now that I've went through the guide school and that, like getting to touch on a bit of everything and that. Like I was never in a drift boat before, and now like I've been in it for a couple days and that, and I know that like this is something that I'm gonna want to spend a lot of time at and keep doing. But that's the thing, it's gonna take some time and that. But this is like in my opinion, like it's the ultimate like foundation to start, like rather than just going out and trying it myself. Like it was really good to come through the school and that.
After it, it's good. Like it's exactly what I got out of it, and then more. So it was fun with Tim. I really enjoyed you guiding me and being in your boat, because you went through a lot of stuff with regards to like knots and where you're fishing, and then tips and putting us in positions that we're not 100% comfortable with. So that was really helpful for me.
I went into it pretending I knew nothing, which I really don't. So yeah, I learned so much off you guys, It's unreal. Like just reading the water, what to use, streamer fishing, unfamiliar with, so new techniques, how to, like don't just fish out of convenience, right? So, yeah.
That's a cool statement. Even us.
You're walking in 10 strangers.
Right.
And now I have 10 unreal friends. You know, like I was saying to you guys the other night, I was out there crying out like, I'm not gonna see Eric for how long? When am I gonna see John again? When am I gonna see Quinn again? When am I gonna see Jack, And you never know. It could be weeks, it could be months, but it doesn't matter. We'll still be friends after that. And that's my favorite part is, there's no ego here. I've only been fly fishing for 3 years, and I was like, I don't know that much. And I said to you last year, I'm gonna give it 4 years before I come into this because I know nothing. And you said, well, don't, who cares? We'll teach you, you will learn and there was no ego that, I've been fly fishing 17 years, or who cares?
Who cares?
We're all out here just to have a good time. If you catch fish, it's a bonus. But on it, the friendships and the bonds I've made, that is the best part of this, for sure.
Very well done, Mr. Dana.
Very well done, Mr. Tim.
No, that was awesome. So
Tim,
good.
the architect on the lens.
That's the easy part.
Yeah. I think it's super cool, super fun. Usually we put that together a little sooner in the time frame. But yeah, everything has its time and its place, and just really made me miss all the people that came to guide school.
Yeah, big time.
And more so, it's just like, I've said this before, but it's just like really selfish for myself to say how awesome guide school is because of how much I enjoy it, how much I grow as a guide, as a person, as an instructor, and it's just like, yeah, it's fun. Really, it really is
like
a lot of fun.
It's not really work.
Yeah, and I know the people that we meet through this, what have we done this, six or seven classes or whatever, like 50 some students that have gone through it. Each time it just keeps getting better. And that doesn't mean that it wasn't great. It just means that it just seems to be more profound. And the reason I say that is because sometimes after you spend a lot of time doing something, it can get bored or monotonous. And this just doesn't. It just keeps getting more fun. And I just itch for it every single year. And this year's May 1st to 6th. And like Ken said, don't wait. Ken was going to wait 4 years to do it. If you feel the call to do it, the desire, do you need to know, people come in at all different experience levels. But I'll say the majority come in, on the newer side of things. And you don't have to know, we kind of say we meet you where you're at and we'll teach you from there. So if give us a call. We are running it this year and would love to have you there. We would love to have you there. Yeah, so Tom said how truly moved everyone seemed to be. And that's just...
It really was, though.
If I could have showed some more of some of the clips, they just, in context, they didn't quite make sense for the film. But a lot more things that Eric, had to say in his interview. And Jeremy, he came in and he was pretty hard on himself. And the group got behind him and I know Eric and Ken know exactly what I'm talking about. Super cool.
Yeah, there's so much growth that happens, and it's not just in the skill level. And I think Ken said it quite well, where it's just, you can't, it doesn't just make you a better person, but it makes you long for these people you've made lifelong friends with.
Your lifelong friends.
And we do too. It's crazy. It's true though.
Yeah. Yeah, so Ron says a great point, because this is exactly why guide school started. Is I wish I had this opportunity to start with some sort of mentorship. I honestly would love to go back and find my clients from the first couple 3 years.
Just apologize.
If you did a trip with me back then, I'm not serious. I won't pay you to do a trip with me, but just to go say, hey, I think I've
got a little better.
yeah, trout is true. Crying is like throwing up. If you start, I will too.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, lots of cool stories we will continue to share. We'll probably show this video another time because yeah, it just kind of shows that there's a lot of different reasons that people come to guide school, and there's a lot of different things that people get out of guide school, but there's just a very common thread that's woven throughout everybody's story, and that's just like the be a better person, the camaraderie, the friendship, and that's like we've talked before. It's why we go fishing.
Yeah. The real reason.
All right, we're so far ahead. We thought we were on episode 7. But truth be told, we're going to get into playing a little bit of bingo.
Let's go.
And just like last time, that is not the bingo card. But that one is.
That one
so
is.
Feel
First
free.
calls.
Mateo, if you're ready, we can throw you up here too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
If you want to play some quirky tunes, by all means,
Quirk away. Find something good.
play some quirky bingo tunes. Chaz might be upset, but that's all right because Chaz will have his say in a couple weeks. So remember, folks, like I said up top there, 5 winners. We're looking for 5 winners, and a pen and a paper helps me write them down. And like I said, it will be in order of winning. So when you win, you say
bingo. You need to drop it in the comments. You need to say bingo. You need to give us your card ID and which call you got it on. So for instance, if you got purple haze, completed your line, then you'd say purple haze, call 4, this is my ID number, and bingo.
yeah. And so when you win, we're going to put you aside to write your name down as your number 1. If there's a tie, we go into the tiebreaker, okay? And then the person to win the tiebreaker gets first priority. And then if there's 3 people, we'll do the tiebreaker again, and kind of so on and so forth. But the winners, we're all gonna win a gift from Morning View Mercantile, and then the winner, whoever picks the right door, because it's gonna happen tonight. We're gonna keep going until we do. You're gonna get all the good stuff.
All the good stuff. Gift cards from
Rocky Mountain Fly Shop, ton of material from them. So anyways, there we go. Nobody has won on 4 straight. So let's call 5. The call number is super important because that tells us if you got it before somebody or after. And Bag said, let go, but he meant let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ron's already got 3.
So one line anywhere can be, just has to connect. So 4 corners are not a line straight across, straight down, diagonal.
Oh man, Cam's 3 for 4 too.
Okay. All right, folks. Squirmy Worm was called, but nobody. Usually it's about 6 or 7 we get winners.
Yeah, this is lucky when we tied.
Remember, we've
tonight.
tied both our flies tonight. We're just straight up here for wins and wins. Wins and wins. It's nothing left but winning tonight. Wow, wow, wow. Is there like some beats on the back kick of that piano? Remember that when you found that button?
I found that button.
One line anywhere. You can make it anywhere now.
Come on, let's go.
It's a suspenseful. I like it.
It is very
suspenseful music. Will Cam get 4? One line anywhere.
He won't. He just
Muddy buddy. When in doubt, get a muddy buddy.
Come on, let's go. Muddy buddy, call 7.
I've got everyone so far. Well,
nobody.
But have you got them all in a line is the question that we ask ourselves, Mr. Andrew Bagulon.
Come on.
Okay, Tim.
Yeah.
Let's do accent time.
I can't do
German
accents.
accent.
9.
Are you out? You gotta do a
9.
shot.
No,
If you can't do it, you're do a shot.
I cannot do accents. That's not a fair game.
Trout's got last year's card. Well, that's great if you go back to last season's card and try to play. Why did nobody win? All right, accent time, Tim.
You
German.
can't. No. 9.
9.
That's all I got.
9 is English for 9.
No, 9. That means no. Okay, so I'll give you one then. I want Australian.
All right, Mighty. Put another red one in your cup, would you?
Really?
Where's Ken B when we need him?
Yeah, right.
What do you mean, really? From the guy who says 9? 9?
My one word was so much better than your 10.
Our Mighty, I'm not the pirate. I'm from the Australias. Okay, let's do United States of America accents.
That's easy.
Oh, man, how is nobody winning? Muddy
crazy.
buddy, we're trying to find 5 winners.
You would like
Okay.
a Copper John, please.
Yes.
All right.
It's so suspenseful here in FLYINGO land. You, my friends. Tim is great. What?
Yeah, see? Thank you, Trevor.
Yeah, because
That's
he's,
why you booked with me.
doing a fishing trip with you.
You're getting brownie points already.
Trevor,
I like
am I
it.
allowed to tell him why you chose
No,
Tim?
I don't need to know that stuff. Just keep it the way it is in my head.
Southern
yeah,
draw.
Southern
Which
draw.
state? I need to know. Georgia.
Go Georgia.
You're up, Georgia.
No, I don't.
9?
I can't do
9? He's a German living in Georgia.
9?
9?
That's all I got.
9 vines and some vines. Good idea. Great idea.
Oh, man.
Yeah, see, Trevor picked you for the accent. He told me, and I forgot to tell you, he put it in the notes, now that he's changing his date because he picked Stampede time.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah?
I can't hear nothing.
Well, turn on your microphone.
It's on.
Is it plugged in?
Yeah, it's plugged in. I got nothing.
Really?
Nothing. 9.
Come over here. Let me see. Is the light on? 9 to 9 9. Hey, 9.
The volume button.
9.
9.
Absolute clown.
Come on.
Okay,
I must have brushed it.
who didn't pick bingo?
Come on, bingo, somebody.
All right, we need bingo here. This is dragging on.
We need 5 of them. They're all going to come at
What I
once.
tried to do is just see like how many people would hang on for bingo, and we're so far so good.
Western Lady Hopper, call number 8.
Call number 8, Western Lady Hopper.
Sour. Bingo, John Lauren, number 1.
John.
And Ron. And Ron.
John and Ron.
John and
All
Ron.
right, guys. Because you're both new here, which you're not, bingo ID call number. Since John's a little better, call number 8. John is on. Oh, whoops. Whoa, crashed the system. John 093, call 8.
All right, Ron, we need to know your call number.
Ron, John, Jeremy.
Ron, John, Jeremy.
Okay, so let me check. Ron is 116, so we got a tiebreaker. So he is 116 on call number 8.
Call number 8.
All right. So we got a tiebreaker, folks. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in this tiebreaker. We know we just put in both of your numbers, 093 and 116. And then we just hit go. And so what happens here is whoever wins the tiebreaker becomes the win, like the first person, and then the next guy becomes the second person. And we go back to keep calling.
Yeah.
Easy.
We need 5.
116. It is Ron is up first. And then John is number 2. So as Ron loses, John will pull in. And all right, so we're gonna keep calling. Ron and John, you are done. And we're gonna call another one here. CDC Foam Ant. But
Oh,
dun, 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 Okay, Matea, play a Taylor Swift song and see if somebody can guess it.
Ooh. That's dark.
The pressure is getting to her.
She got it. No more calls, no more bingos.
Okay, you play this, and I'm gonna sing a song.
Oh man, rhyme time.
You know it. Oh, and another 3 or 4 row. Ron and John, are going to the doors together.
I thought they were going to the prom.
To the prom together.
All right, we got some bingos. We got Megan, Mike.
Okay. Oh.
How could they both have it? They both got it. Mike and Megan.
Yep, they're different people.
I thought they had the same card ID.
Okay. Hang on. Give me their tiebreaker here.
So bingo call 149.
149 and bingo call 14. See if there's Exile. Cameron guesses Exile, Matea. And was that right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's another Swiftie. She just turned 16. We should be playing the birthday song. Hang tight. I don't think I can. Can I do this? I don't know.
You get to crush the show.
Do it before. We'll do it again. All right. Let's see who's number 3 and number 4 to the group. Number 14 is Mike. Mike is number 3. And Megan is number 4.
Again.
All right, let's see, folks. This is for the 5th and final spot to go to the prom with Ron and John.
Ron and John.
And Mike and Megan. Ron, John, Mike, and Megan, and we're up. So did they check if they won or not? We don't care, Eric. We take their word for it. But the next person we're going to check.
Yeah, just the last one.
Because we know Eric's trying to cheat here. All right. I forgot to check, but it's too late now. The doors of doom are awaiting.
Come on. You got any Tate McRae over there, Teets?
Yeah.
Come on. I thought you loved her.
Hey, McRae.
Oh, man. I want some greedy.
How about you learn now? Oh, Berg. Oh, yeah. See.
Hey,
Okay, well, let's check him out.
Let's check him out.
Let's see. If he's a liar, we punch him in the belly. View the card.
099.
Oh, he did. He actually did.
Oh,
the circus
Scott
peanut.
too.
Okay, so Scott's card 031. We're just now gonna check everybody.
Just
How
now.
we do it around here and circus.
Yeah, he's got it too. Oh, Perry too. This is gonna just go crazy.
Okay, just wait. That's okay. It's okay.
So Perry
we got room for it.
Is call 1 and he's 0. What?
099. 031. Perry is call. He's on call 10, and he's card 89. So
there you go.
Video killed the radio star, or did it kill our pianist?
Pinot Gris.
Pinot Gris, 89.
Okay.
Your
We got some
card. This is
tiebreakers.
Perry. He did. He did
Yep,
it.
he did.
All right, folks. Seeing as that's everybody, oh, this is great. We've got 3 for a tie. Oh, Ray
Raymond.
McDonald wants to play too. Number 11.
man.
Number 11. We do got to give enough due time for.
Yeah, he
It
doesn't
didn't.
get it.
It didn't. Apparently, card 11, Ray, didn't get in. You forgot that Koga's Hula Charlie is not in the list of calls. So close, but no Ron and John cigar. Oh, okay, let's just hang on. I feel your pain last 4 times I've been away. Okay, guys, there's a winner tonight. This is what I need. Call 89. Looks like we're about to put all of these tiebreakers into a pot of misery. Starting with 099. Starting with 031. Not starting with it anymore. Number 89.
Card 12.
Sorry. Now we got to go back here and try card 12 because Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, well, we're gonna
0-1-1.
We're gonna add you to the card 12. And there we go. And we're gonna add you to card number 12. Can you show all the callings, please? All right, so the callings are. I have to go over here. I have to see if I can make this grow. I don't know how to make this bigger. Get bigger.
Get bigger.
There, something like that.
There they are.
There's all your calls, folks. There's all your calls. We're about to go into tiebreaker here. So, Jeff, you've got about 13 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9. German for 9. Sorry if you didn't understand that, Jeff. That was 9. That was German for 9.
And now we're at 4.
I said it in my German accent. Okay, it looks like he's good. So tiebreaker's up. We got everybody 099, 031, 89, and 112. Folks, we don't have much time. We're way ahead of time. We got 20 minutes left. So let's do this. It's a big win tonight. And 12. The bottom one. Ray McDonald. Ray's in. Ray, Ron, John.
By the
Ray.
hair of his
Okay.
chinny chin chin.
All right.
All right, so.
All right, folks. Let's say thanks to our sponsors, and we're going to come right back into the doors of doom. And the first person up is Ron. At the pinnacle of every climb, when victory meets hunger, there's one companion climbers trust. Morning View Mercantile, crafting meals for the summit. Experience culinary excellence where the air is thin. Witness the power of gourmet at altitude. Within minutes, taste meets triumph. Indulge in the flavors of success. Morning View Mercantile, your partner in conquering summits, your reward at the top. Morning View Mercantile, where elevation meets flavor.
Fishing was great. I caught a rainbow, which was incredibly fun. Watching that thing jump out of the water, super exciting.
There you go, you're on. Good job. It's okay. If he's gonna buck, let him buck. he's gonna go for.
I dropped my fly line for a minute. Scared myself.
That's awesome, yeah. So rainbow trout.
Wow.
So, yeah, crazy to see them up this high.
right, folks.
Hyping you up because you know what that means.
What? Doors.
Doors of doom.
The doom is upon you.
But guys, remember what we've got. We've got deep discounts for everybody who stayed tuned with us at the Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. And I'm going to drop one right now because everybody who stuck around to watch Ron, John, Mike, Megan, and Ray, one of them's going to win. Here's the discount code you've been waiting for. 25% off at RockyMountainFlyShop.net. So, there's still one more coming, and that one is for 30% off. 30% off. Why don't you throw a rod and a reel and some waders in your cart, folks, because spring is coming soon. And when are you ever going to get... Ron chose door number 6. I just have to write that down because I'm going to come back to him after I'm done giving you guys 25% off. But seriously, guys, when can you get 25 or 30% off a giant order? Like, RockyMountainFlyShop.net. Morningview Mercantile, you pick up all your awesome treats from there because that's where they sell their stuff online, so you can support them there at 25% off. Wow.
That's worth
all right,
plugging
we've
the
got
numbers
one
in.
more we're going to share with you in the wins right after this. And I do believe we've also brought in this person.
This person.
We've brought them in. We've muted them, but we brought them in. And so Ron's chosen because Ron chose wisely one time. Ron chose wisely.
Just the one time.
Tell me, Tim. I don't want to look up and read what door he picked, but I already know. So tell me.
Number 6.
Well, Ron, what we're going to do is we're going to unveil your door. And then if you win, everybody else gets a prize from Morningview Mercantile. So it's going to be 6 of us, 5 of us walking away tonight with prizes. Okay, but the person that wins the big prize is going to get all the stuff that we've been bragging about, including Rocky Mountain Fly Shop stuff, Craft Beer Nation, $25 gift card, plus a never, ever sold before Fly Fishing Boat Outfitters sun shirt. Okay, plus. There's a lot of stuff.
Pluses. Many pluses.
There's a lot of pluses. And then everyone else in here is not going to walk away a loser. You're going to walk away with yummy tummies.
Like you want to eat their tummies? I'm confused.
Door number 6.
Let's see it.
Oh.
All right.
No. Ron chose number 6. And we know what that means. It moves down the line. And you can ask yourself if I have the wherewithal to randomize the doors every time they close or not. I don't know.
Really unfair.
But Ron, we appreciate you.
You're a winner.
You could still win because it could come back around to you because there's actually 9 doors and there's only 5 people. Process of elimination might give you one more shot at the doors. We're looking for John. John, let us know. You got 10 seconds. We're moving on to Mike. 10, 9. He's from Jersey. He's from Jersey. I'll give you my Jersey accent.
That sounds more Australian than your Australian accent.
9.
9.
Everyone's a critic until they're 9. Hey, John chose 9.
Yes, thank you, John.
All right, John. You know what that means. You're not going to walk away a loser. You might walk away a winner, but you're definitely going to walk away with 9 things.
9 things. Okay.
9 things.
Not
John.
6 or 9.
I love this job. Is it a job? I don't know.
All right, who's
Number
up?
9 has closed. And you have to ask yourself the question, do we have the wherewithal to randomize the doors every time they are closed? Because now 9 could be a winner. All right, moving on down to Mike. Mike, let us know in the comments. You've got 10 seconds to choose.
Let's go,
Which
Mike.
door?
Which door?
You choose. You got to choose.
Gotta choose.
9.
Not 9.
I'm counting down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, before. Oh, whoa. I bought one before FLYINGO. I don't know how to answer that. Do I see one? If he bought one, he wins.
If he bought one, he wins.
He did buy one.
Oh, Mike,
He
you
did
sneaky
buy
bugger,
one.
just like that.
He did.
Oh, he cheated
I have
the
to
system.
make sure the time of this correlates, though, because I think we could be on Trickster Road here. 7:55.
He did it.
He
Oh,
literally.
he did it.
He literally did it.
He had a good feeling. Well,
He did it, Mike. You bought the wizard, the
Mike
Doors
wins.
of Dooms, and we all know what that does. Is Captain Clutch brings immunity.
He does.
So Megan and Ray, you get a consolation prize, just like Ron and John. And well, Mike just paid $50 for a Captain Clutch sticker.
He got a whole lot more than that.
He didn't use the free shipping on it, so which is fine. But we got a winner.
We got a winner.
We
just
actually
like that. We
have a winner.
Finally. Nice job, Mike.
I'm stunned.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
stunned.
sneaky.
Every time the Captain Clutch pulls up, I'm stunned. I don't know what to say, but Mike wins.
Mike wins.
That's the way the game is played. He literally wins.
Smart man.
So anybody want to choose? And everyone else, you got to email me at TNL. Okay, not at TNL, but TNL at flyfishingbowriver.com. Okay? TNL at flyfishingbowriver.com. Ron, John, Mike, Megan, and Ray. And you're gonna get your Morning View Mercantile. It's not a consolation prize. It's pretty epic, actually. But what we wanted to do was make sure we get all of their products into your guys' hands, because that's kind of the goal of them giving all these giveaways. So we're gonna do what we said we're gonna do. We're gonna get it out to 5 different people. And Mike, you're gonna get tonight's Morning View Mercantile stuff plus all the other stuff. And that's how that works.
Yes.
Taya has put on the Captain Clutch.
She came
Miss
through.
Captain came through. Well, without
like
further ado, folks, that's how it's done around here.
Some serious winners tonight. It's got to feel good.
Yeah.
That ain't a win.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a win. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner.
Yeah, that's how it goes. So remember, we still have a discount code for 30%. So you're not all losers, because so many awesome prizes. We have so much stuff there. Like, it's been piling up for weeks, and that's what we do. When it gets intense like this, we just make sure somebody wins, because the doors aren't meant to be trepidatious.
You must have taken guide school.
Yeah, well, I'm on day 5. Day 6, we
You're
learned the
learning
big
new
words.
vocabs. Camaraderie.
Yeah, camaraderie. So, anyways, it's meant to be fun to get back to you guys, the awesome people who hang out with us every single Thursday.
Yeah.
But we fit into this scene rather nicely.
We do. It's really flashy.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That.
So, guys, what
All
we
right.
want to see is your wins.
But wait, before that,
But more.
30% off.
Oh, yes, 30% off. There it is.
Folks.
High Country 30.
We're going to leave that up there. High Country 30% off at Rocky Mountain Fly Shop. We're going to leave that up there until we're done sharing our wins, and then we're going to put your wins right where that discount code goes. So please go on to RockyMountainFlyShop.net and support our sponsors for making this show happen, as Colin's losing his shirt on something like that. So make sure you make it a big one. Make him
Make it a big
lose his
shirt.
undershirt too.
His wife beater that's under
His wife
shirt.
beater, yeah. We thank Morning View Mercantile for giving us all the fine goodies that they keep piling up here.
Yeah.
Did you know they also drop off every week couch goodies?
Yeah.
So, Mateo, because you're on the couch, you're going to walk away with the couch goodies tonight. And that's pretty cool. And sometimes people don't show up on the couch, so me and Tim eat them.
It's true.
We don't save them, we eat them
We eat
because
'em,
we
of
love
course.
their
Good.
stuff so much. So good. Okay, Hillbilly tried Sour Skittles this week. They're a life crack. It's true. They're super next level.
So good.
Good stuff there. So, how this works, Tim was just going to say I cut him off, and he's going to continue saying.
Yeah. So what is your win? And that win stands for what is important now. Good or bad, what's going on in your week? If it's not good and it's something that's not the best, then we're here to support you through that, and that's what this community is about. If it is something great, then we also want to celebrate that, because that's a big deal too. It doesn't have to be big. Everything is a win. So drop them in the comments. We're going to go through our wins, and then we're going to go through and read all your wins as well.
Yeah, so it's going to go like always. Tim, Couch, which is Matea this week, and then me. Green, pink, pink, orange.
Green, pink, pink, orange.
That's how she goes.
Just like that.
Maybe if you put your glasses on, your eyes would brighten up.
Mine?
Yeah, like they're on your forehead. There it is. That's awesome.
There we go.
Somebody
It's really illuminated.
screenshot this. Screenshot this. Tag us on Instagram. I want this photo. I also have an ability to screenshot it. Watch this. Do that again, Tim. Matea, devil's horns. I think I screenshotted it, or I ended the show. I don't know which one.
One or the other.
Either way, I pressed a button.
You
All right,
press
Tim,
it.
you're up. New Zealand.
All right.
man.
Well, yeah.
Why don't you give me your New Zealand accent?
Oh, that's crikey.
9. Crikey, that's Australian.
Well, they're kind of the
That's way
same,
out.
though. Like,
Okay, just give me your Innisfail, Alberta accent.
You got it right here. This is what you get from me. Yeah, my win. Well, yeah, like Dana kind of alluded to that. Kind of the first part of it, I guess. Like, I'm getting away for 3 weeks with the family. I'm super excited for it. I am bummed because although I'm happy to be gone for 3 weeks, there's 3 days I really don't want to miss, and that's my Thursdays here. Hope to be able to tune in with you guys anyways from there and say hi. But yeah, so that's really exciting. Very, very pumped to leave with the family for a little holiday. But kind of got a little bit of a pre-holiday this last weekend. Got to go out with all the boys. We went out to Cold Lake, went ice fishing. We
caught Dave knew about the 3 inches.
Yeah, caught a lot of fish, and we just had a blast. It's just sometimes you just need like that break. It's been a busy month, a hectic couple months to be honest, and yeah, sometimes just being out there with your friends. I mean, it'd help if the best friends would come along, but
Yeah, well,
some don't like the ice and fish. and
I ask for a back rub often, and you also don't like giving one. So
that might be true.
we have things we call boundaries.
But it was awesome.
I was not
refreshing.
invited. Literally, if
you
Jackson's
literally
in
have the open invite. You've been told
how do you
this.
have an open invite?
Because you never say yes.
You never say. You never. When did you ask?
I can't with him.
Yeah. Anyways.
But yes, that's my win. Had an awesome.
I'm going
week,
ice
and
fishing this weekend.
If you go without me,
Dave invited
it'll
me.
be like not.
Dave
good
and Ali and Eric
I'm
and
gonna be so
all
mad.
these friends I've never
I
met.
would be so
never
mad.
met them. They just hang out with you.
I need to.
They steal my
first
man.
Anyways.
Now you're going to spend 3 weeks with Trish.
Yeah, I know. The other
Jealousy.
wife. The other wife. Okay, Teets, let's hear your win.
My win is that I started a new term in school this week, and I was able to catch up on everything more as like start new things and get into the groove of them with a bunch of new classes and new introductions and new friends in classes and stuff. So I'm just thankful that I'm just comfortable in all my classes now. I'm ready for next week. And that I have tomorrow off.
Oh.
And what's happening tomorrow night?
I'm having a Valentine's party with all my friends, so I'm looking forward to that.
And is there boys there or just girls?
Nope. It's Galentine's.
Oh, there it is. It is a Galentine's party.
I wondered why I missed my invite, but
Janine and well, you're gone to New Zealand.
not in the morning.
You
Well-
would fit in at a Galentine's party.
I would. It's something so appropriate about a 35-year male with a.
Hey, I will be
teenagers
the
at a
44-year-old male at this Galentine's party.
That's true.
So yeah, Janine and Hayden are off to Edmonton, and we're gonna stay home. I'll stay out of the way, but we're gonna have heart-shaped pizza, which we never made the dough tonight, but such is life. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Oh, we forgot to eat the sausages.
They'll taste good after.
Oh man.
Oh, we got so busy doing stuff and winning.
That's a fact. Anyways, not gonna lie, we tried them before the show.
yeah, we did. If we're not, I couldn't let them go. They were on the counter.
I would try them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna come up and I'll make them for us when you're tying your fly. And I got carried away. Whatever. That's how she goes when you're live showing it. I also think we only played the commercials twice, and to the sponsors, we love you.
Yeah.
Or maybe 3 times. I don't know.
It was 3.
Whatever. We love them. You guys are supporting them, and that's amazing. So, great win, Matea. Great win, Tim. My win came today unexpectedly. So I don't know how to talk about this, but if Jim Crawford is watching, last year in July, you guys know Jim. He's watched the show lots, and he lost his son to a quick battle with cancer. And Josh was a friend of mine. He was a little younger than me. Taken Josh fishing before, and we've talked about it a lot on this show where, Jim's just a really awesome family man, and it just anyways, it's not what I wanted to go into, but I just kind of want to get perspective on this. And so Jim, oftentimes, he's my neighbor, and he brings over potatoes and garlic and just stuff from garden things. So he asked me today if he could drop off some potatoes and garlic. And so anyways, yes. So I was at a physio appointment with Matea, and so as we were coming home, Jim had already dropped the stuff off, and he was leaving. And we stopped on the road like you do in a small town. I said, thanks, Jim, appreciate it. He said, I just left it on your front door. And I said, where are you off to? And he said, I'm heading to Bragg Creek. And I was like, oh, what are you doing there? And he said, we're going to see Joe. And so Joe is his other son. And I said, oh, that's fun. What are you guys going to do when you're there? And he said, well, Joe is off to a concert tonight. I don't remember which one he said. I said, oh, that's cool. I was like, oh, yeah. I'm like, I see how it is. You have to babysit. and he paused, and he looked at me, and he goes, I get to babysit. Mm. And it really hit me hard, because I was like, yeah, how often do we rip through life thinking to ourselves, I have to go to volleyball, I have to go to work, I have to blah, blah, blah. And I think just everything that Jim's been through, and it's just this really cool perspective that he had. And he wasn't trying to put me in my place, but he just put me in my place. And I was like, that is awesome. And I really needed that today. So that was really a really positive thing, and that was super a win, because it's what's important now. And what's important now is a perspective of, I get to do Thursday Night Live, I get to dress up like an idiot and put on black lights, and I get to hang out with my best friend every week, and I get to have Matea in the studio hanging out with us. I get to drive her to volleyball. I get to make heart-shaped pizzas tomorrow, because I think Jim would wish he could have one more of those times with Josh. So perspective is everything. Thank you, Jim, if you're watching, and appreciate that. Mm. So share as you will, and your wins will go up there, and this discount code will go away. Did anybody use it? Let me know if you used it. Okay, so how we do this is we'll read these. Matea, you're a part of this too, so we're gonna go Tim, Matea, Dana, and it's gonna go like this.
All right, Cam. Win is another great week with great people. Looking forward to tuning in from south of the border next, while finally working. Yes, buddy.
He's off to work. All right, Matea.
My win was finally getting a bingo. Even though I lost in the tiebreaker, I'm still happy.
Nice, Barry.
That's awesome. Mr. Cole Clayton, my win is today setting up the booth for the magazine at Calgary Boat and Sportsman Show. Love doing these shows, meeting new people. I'll be there all weekend, so go make sure you say hi to Mr. Cole Clayton. I believe Struther said he's going to be there on Sunday. So yeah, TNL fam, represent.
Yeah. Joel, my win is catching the very end of the show in the hotel on with travel. I'll have to catch up on replay.
Yeah.
My win, things are going great. Thanks for the entertaining evening. Love one another is contagious. Just do it. Loving one another.
That's right. That's right. Mr. Jamon probably winning bingo. My win is having a weird feeling to buy a Captain Clutch tonight. Good thing I did. And this weekend, I'm going out of my comfort zone, and I'll be doing a stage seminar at the Edmonton RV show. Hopefully, it goes good.
Oh, yeah.
Do talk to us about which stage you'll be dancing on this weekend. And what does RV stand for?
Do I bring my loonies?
Retired veterans?
Oh, that's great, Mike. Good to step
Yeah,
out of the
that's
comfort
super
zone.
cool.
Dustin Barnes, my win is finally convincing myself that the present is the only moment that truly matters. Lately, I've been stopping. I have been stopping to smell the roses, and it's made a positive impact on my mental health. Yeah, buddy. Touche.
Say their name too, Matea. Just say first name.
Bruce.
Yeah.
My win. I recently bought a 4WD RC car, drove it in the yard today, and my 2-year-old great-grandson laughed so much. So cool. Made my day, made my week.
Oh, yeah. Just ripping. Jerry, my win is finally getting to officiate a hockey game with my daughter for the first time this season in her first year as an official.
I hate you, Dave.
Yes. And I booked us a helicopter,
Oh,
so
you
we
guys.
don't have to
You
drive.
guys suck.
Yeah.
Ken, win for the week. Had a great week in Vegas with my older son, and my younger son gave me a new Hot Wheels car for a welcome home present. Family is great, this one and the real one.
Yeah.
LPCF, OQP.
Rick says, my win is coming tomorrow. My brother-in-law, who taught me how to tie in 1976, is coming to visit just so I can now teach him how to tie with new materials and concepts. Should be an enjoyable time for sure.
That's awesome. And that's what we're all about Thursday Night Live, is introducing new materials. We are like a classic in 60 years. All right, Chaz. Whilst doing the work, I got to see my teams working hard out of town and doing great work. I made it home safe, dodged a few semis, and may have hit the ditch once. Blessed to be a dad who matters.
Yeah. Sean, what's important now? Every day is so insanely busy right now, and just making it through each and every day feels like a win. OQP.
Yeah, so speak to that. Although they're busy and it might seem overwhelming, I'm telling you to just like literally just like 24 hours is 24 hours, 1 minute's 1 minute, and just enjoy, because you look back and be like, oh my goodness, where did it go? Yeah, Bruce loves the glow effect. Oh, Matea.
Eric says, win for the week. Got to spend 2 days with my friend Paula. She's so perfect to me. I got to fish 2 days this week. Also, it was a blessing. I've been tying more flies. This week has been a great week. Love people catch fish. Love my T&L fam. Thank you for sharing the 2023 guide school video and making me cry. Love you guys.
Every time I watch it, Eric, the moment you break down, I break down. Cody, my win is simply getting to spend some more time back with you guys here on Thursdays. Great times as usual. Cheers. We love when you tune in. Even if it's late, Cody, we love having you a part of the show.
Craig, win. Had a pretty wicked week celebrating a special young lady turning 16. Also watching the youngest navigate a difficult time with learning how to deal with an injury. We know she will come out stronger and more determined than ever. Have a great week, too.
Adrian, my win, getting ready for conference and approved for a course I want to take. Work is going good. I'm glad I have all that, and my family is great because I'm battling with my sobriety. Not easy. Heard WestJet is flying direct to Deer Lake, Newfoundland, so going to the cabin this summer for a few weeks and a good productive days off.
Yeah, buddy. Trevor, my win is being here tonight, seeing everyone else's wins. It puts things into perspective and helps remind a guy what's important now. LPCF OQP.
Buddy.
It's his birthday. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, on the 21 boobies, Andy won.
Andy won.
Yeah,
Nice.
so Andy, let us know your shirt size.
Yeah, he was the first one to text me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just did a draw and 21 boobies.
Nice. Awesome. Well, you're a winner, Andy.
Andy knows boobies.
My win this week is my mom has been going through some real bad health problems, and she finally got a doctor that helped out huge. She's seen the specialist in Vancouver today, and it looks like it could be a positive outlook. They are putting her on new meds and say it looks good. She still has a long road ahead, but finally some positive news. That's amazing. Glad
That's
to hear
awesome.
that, buddy.
Yeah. It's not the hope. Hope is what
Hope is
matters.
everything.
Terry says, my win was visiting my sister today in Edmonton. We lost her hubby Harvey in Mexico end of January. We're struggling, but today was a good visit. Thanks for taking my mind off it.
Our condolences, Terry, to your sister, and Mr. Ritzko. My win tonight is that my wife is coming to Fort Mac to visit me while I'm at work for a bit.
Nice.
That's leave that alone.
Yes. Just take some croissants.
Bags. Yeah.
Bags. My win for the week. I was being able to only focus on the things I can fix and not the ones I can't. I find at times in my job, people like to stress too much about factors that are beyond our control and can bleed down. Being able to be calm and just focus on what will help instead of what won't is something I'm very thankful for. It is a very easy thing to get stuck on.
Yeah, that's true.
Roger, my win this week is knocking the socks off my beautiful wife with a birthday present that really hit home. She grew up on a dairy farm and had a milk can from her grandfather. I had it media blasted and then painted in her old farmhouse on it. Major brownie points for that one.
Nice, Roger.
I just want to say Roger sent a really kind email today. Just grateful for TNL and just I'm not gonna read it, but like I just want to say thanks, Roger. That was super cool. Look forward to each episode, he said. Love people catch fish. Travis made it home, but we sped up tonight, so made it home from work to hear all of your wins. But that's what matters, and he knows that because you can go back and watch the quick ties. You can go back and rewatch this whole episode, however you see fit. Mr. Riley,
what's up,
West
brother?
Side.
Mr. Riley says, my win is watching you all nail the festive glow in the dark party. But the real one is celebrating year number 55 this past Sunday. So thankful for being alive. Amen, brother.
Oh, well, Matei, you might as well read this one.
Only two?
Mama said, my win is tuning in and seeing two of my favorite people hanging out together, creating such a beautiful memory together. Love you both so much. Taya, you rock your
Couch.
Couch.
Spelling is not her strong suit.
She missed out. She said 2 instead of 3 as well. So.
Yeah, I mean, she missed.
There's some errors. I mean,
Matea, you are one of her favorites. Don't let her think it's just me and Tim. It's traumatizing, I know, but she does love you, and she talks highly of you. So yeah, so me, Tim, and you is what she wanted to say. Oh, Mr. Cameron made it home from work in time to watch TNL with my son.
Nice.
Ice fishing tomorrow, tying flies all weekend. Heck yeah, brother.
That's awesome.
21 boobies, extra large shirt size, please.
Very nice.
So remember, these shirts kind of fit more true to size if that changes anything. Because I'm an extra large, Andy. Not saying I'm bigger, but Tamara.
Tamara, I got to attend my daughter's award ceremony today to see her get an award based on great citizenship, hard work, and character. I'm glad everyone else sees what I see and how amazing of a person she is.
That's what matters. All that matters. All right, Colleen.
My win this week was having Claude working with me all week at the kitchen. He's a huge help, and I love that this business means we can spend every day together.
Teets, why don't you start playing some Taylor Swift? And I'll turn off the background music because we're almost done, but I'd like to hear some more of what you got on your end of things. You could play The Winds Out.
Oh my. Okay.
Do you remember how? All right, Mr. Dickow. My win, surviving a week of driving a hotshot delivery truck on roads with freezing rain. Near miss with a cattle liner who lost control. Then today being stopped for commercial vehicle check. Officer gave me a thanks for having a clean license since 1978. That's the mayor, folks. That's is the mayor. He comes in with a clean record. Yeah.
Yeah. Part of the show, the win part of the show makes me cry more than my fly tying results.
Yeah. Aw, Timmy. She loves you too.
Yes.
Maybe she was talking about
maybe she
me
was
and
talking about
Matea. It's weird. I was for sure. I would have.
I know, it's crazy.
For sure. If you have 21 boobies, you'll need a large shirt. Yeah, swing by, Andy, and try one on. That is totally fine. Saves me shipping. Struthers win this week. 4 weeks post-surgery and being able to get out walking with my pup. And no AIDS.
Amazing.
No aid. Oh, no, I was like...
No AIDS.
You never know. Surgery. Oh, Ron, we don't want to forget you, so Tim will read it.
My win is finally getting my eyes back good enough to start tying again. Diabetic eyes suck. Yeah, brother. Glad you can.
Well, folks, we'll give it a couple more seconds here, but hopefully everybody enjoyed tonight. A little out of the ordinary. The colors are different. The flies went a little quick. We had a musical guest on here tonight, and her name is Matea Lattery. Changed her name.
Just changed it.
Did you change her name, or did I change it? She said she would.
Just a head
so.
nod.
Timothy Hepworth, whose last show before it's not, which is in about a month.
I'll see y'all in 4 weeks.
And maybe you'll try to tune in this time with better internet service. We don't know. Last time it didn't work. But yeah, that's how we go on Thursday Night Live. Make sure you invite some friends next week, because if you don't, kick you in the bum.
It's always good to have friends.
Remember, like it says here, you are forgiven, you are seen, you are unique,
you are adored,
you are radiant, you are strong, you are
enough,
you are beautiful.
We finally did it.
Oh, that's how she goes, folks. So, we love you guys. We truly do. Your emails, all of you guys who have already booked trips, it's epic because we love spending time with you doing fishing things, because this is a fishing show, a fly fishing show, a fly tying show. If you do want to come to guide school, trust me, it's what, Matea? 3 seconds of courage to just send an email and inquire and have a conversation. Don't be afraid if you don't know everything. That's why you're coming, because honestly, we don't know everything. We're never going to know everything.
Not in this lifetime.
Yeah. So I'm going to have a weekend of Galentine's starting tomorrow night. Valentine's is on next Wednesday.
Yes.
And Mr. Novland will be here. Nervous as albeit.
Be nice to him.
Yeah.
Nice to him.
Don't be nice to him.
Don't be nice to
Don't
him.
be nice to him.
Make him work for it.
Don't be nice to him. James Riley, we love you. Honestly, dude, I don't know if you were here last time and we talked about it, but Mr. David Blackman is coming up here this summer, and he booked a fishing trip. So if we get down to California, the west side, we're going to stop in and see the Rileys, because that family is D-O-P-E. They are dope.
They are dope.
All right. Like I've said before, I hate
goodbyes.
Just say goodbye, but I love to watch you leave.
That just applies to me, right?
Yeah, you do work out.
Yeah. Tight buns and whatnot.
And I highly encourage you to watch the quick ties, because Tim is
I forgot about that already.
Tim is lit. Tim is, what do you say, Mateo? He's 8. He's eaten. He is fire. I'm not cool.
9.
9. All right, folks.
All right, buddy.
As they say in German, 9.
I don't think you can do this.
I can feel my body cold against the concrete, but I can't seem to get enough. My mind is fixed on what it wants. I just let you beat me. Looks can be deceiving. Let you get the best of me in bed with my worst enemy. This is a no-go. I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get me home. This is a no-go. I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone. Back up and get me. So put your hand in mine. Follow me. Let me waste your time. Set up, do some stupid shit. Take a seat. Let me waste your time. So put your acting like you're into me. I know this is hopeless, moving in slow motion, trying to control my thoughts, but I can't stop our body talk. This is a no-go, I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone, back up and get me home. This is a no-go, I just can't take hold. This is a danger zone, back up and get me. So put your hand in mine, follow me, let me waste your time. Set up, do some stupid shit. Take a seat, let me waste your time. Set up, so put your